If you're looking for a daily planner to help you keep everything together in 2026, you've clicked on the right video. If you've been here for a while, then you'll know that I receive a copious amount of amazing planners for people in all different stages of life and with all sorts of different planning preferences. So today we're going to take a look at the 5 best daily planners out there so you can find your perfect match before the end of the video. But before we get into my top 5, I just want to tell you a quick story. YouTube is my job, but it didn't exactly happen on purpose. I had a few close friends ask me about how I planned and how I used my planners. So I just put a few videos out there for them and you all started watching. And I could not be more grateful, but that does not stop me from being my own biggest critic. Some of you tell me that you love the sound of my voice, but I still can't really believe that. And I always joke with my editor that I need to do vocal coaching. But I mean, I'm not actually going to, right? Until I was scrolling through classes on our sponsor Skillshare. And I found this amazing class with vocal exercises to improve your voice. Really niche, I know, but so concise and useful. And that's one of the reasons why I'm always talking about Skillshare. It's just the best place to learn anything online, hands down. If you've watched some of my other recent videos, you've heard me talk about taking classes on sourdough, bullet journaling, productivity, and I bet y'all would enjoy those ones too. Picking up hobbies and learning genuinely useful skills is some of the most satisfying and worthwhile time you will ever spend. And right now, you can take all the classes you would want for free. If you're one of the first 500 people to use the link in the description or this QR code, you'll get an entire month free trial of Skillshare, plus 20% off your first year. So before we jump into our top 5 daily planners, feel free to pause this video and go grab your spot real quick. And if Skillshare helps you to pick up a new hobby or learn a new skill, make sure to tell me about it down in the comments. I have discount codes and affiliate links for almost every single one of the planners in this video that will all be linked down in the description. And if you click through my affiliate link when you're shopping or purchasing, it helps keep my channel going more than you know. So thank you so much for going through my links. Also, if one of these planners piques your interest, I have the full detailed review videos for each one of these. We will link those down in the description too. Today's video is not a full walkthrough or a full pen testing on any of these planners. I'm just going to show you the basic layouts and tell you why this planner earned its spot on my top 5 daily this year. I summed it up into 3 reasons for each planner. I mocked up the same daily page in every single one of these planners so that you can see how the same daily events planned look in each one of these. Plum Paper has more than one daily spread to choose from, and that is one of my top 3 reasons. The customization options with Plum Paper are absolutely amazing. Not only do they have numerous daily page layouts, you can make different changes to the daily page that you pick. You can decide to have color on the page or no color. You can choose if certain parts of the page are lined or unlined, just blank spaces. If the monthly layouts are lined, which holidays go in your planner. You can choose a Monday or Sunday start on your monthly and a Monday or Sunday start on your weekly, and they can be different. And in this particular Plum Paper layout, it also has one full page weekly spread for every single week. Now, I know there's several other daily planners that have this option, and there's several in this video because this is a big perk to me for daily planners. The fact that you can still have a weekly view and that you can plan out your big appointments or your meal planning or your workouts, and you can see those things in a weekly view, even when you're in a daily planner, is a deal breaker, I know, for many people. So here is the weekly view option with this daily page layout. Don't forget, when you're going to look at Plum Paper, they have numerous daily page layouts. You can also choose to customize by putting these custom words over headers. I didn't put any word over this header, or you can leave every header blank. It's all up to you. You get to also start your planner whatever month you want to start, and you can make it go for as many months as you want. They do have a limit on how many months you can fit in a daily planner or a limit on how many months you can put in a weekly planner. I put 6 months in this daily planner, and it is just the perfect size, in my opinion, for still being portable. And I also love that you can just buy one 6-month book at a time. I could have only put 4 months in here if I want to, and that way I'm not buying an entire year's daily planner without knowing if this layout is really going to work for me. Also, sometimes during the year, our lives change, and so what kind of planner layout we need changes. Being able to build this planner for half a year or 4 months gives you the option to be able to build a whole new planner to start the second half of your year or to start the second quarter. So my number 1 reason was customization. My number 2 reason is paper. You guys, their paper has changed. I'm not sure exactly when this change happened, but it used to be a really, really smooth paper. Some people love that, but that was a turnoff to some people. It's always been 70 pound. It's really thick, nice 70 pound paper though. All 70 pound papers are not created equal. This is a really nice one that could pass for an 80 pound paper. And I kid you not on that. You'll just have to take my word for it. Now, while it's not an overly toothy paper, it doesn't feel extra smooth like it used to. It has like some grip to it. And I really love their paper now. I love how they have neutral options and different colored options. And even with their neutral options, you can add in a little bit of color if you want. They have some floral options to put florals on your page. They are completely made in the USA. The third reason I picked Plum Paper is kind of a combo. Page size options and binding options. You can get 3 different page sizes in any Plum Paper planner. You can get this 7x9 size, you can get an A5 size, and you can get an 8.5x11 size. With those 3 page options, you can also choose your binding or coiling. This is a gold coil, which is an upgrade. You can get their silver coil, which is just their base price, but you can also get it disc punched or you can get it unpunched. If you want to punch it yourself for rings or discs and you want to do that punching, you can get it unpunched also, or you want to stick it in a 3-ring binder because you're buying the 8.5x11 and you want it unpunched. So amazing that they have all these options. Also, they have so many cover choices. You can still choose an interchangeable covers to go on your Plum Paper. I believe those are listed under their accessories. These are not interchangeable ones, but they have several different cover options, like a hard cover, this really durable plastic cover, but it also has an option to have a clear plastic cover over this one. So just explore the site and have fun. Number 2 in my top 5 daily planners for 2026 is Sprouted Planner. Her daily planner comes in a 2-book package. So you're buying 2 6-month books together when you purchase. I'm only going to show you one, but I wanted to make sure you saw what you're getting. They come as a package deal. Many daily duo type planners come that way. Sprouted Planner has lined monthly spreads. It has an amazing intentional section up front. I wouldn't call it goal planning, but it is about your values and your intentions and what matters most in life to you. And Heather has the story on her blog of how this planner came to be and why it's all based on values and intentions and not goals. And I actually love the base of this planner. That's one of the reasons why I picked Sprouted. Then you have reminders throughout for that. It's not a complicated system, but it's a system to help support you in what's important at this point in your life. You have plenty of lined notes pages throughout. Right after your monthly spread, you have 2. And then before your week starts, you have a dot grid page. Another plus of Sprouted planners, and my number 2 reason why I picked Sprouted is because they have that full weekly view for you. And I actually love the layout of this weekly view because it just resonates with my mind. You just have Monday through Sunday, and then you have 2 lists broken up with spots for labels. You have a dot grid note section, and anything you want to put up top that can be your focus, reminders. The week's dates are clearly labeled. And along with the weekly view, I love the page layout. Half of your page is not being taken up with your timed schedule. There's a lot of room to write those lists out so that you're not just trying to fit 2 words into a small list space. There's a light line going down here if you want to use that for a separate column. But the way I use it is just writing right across that light line because often my line items are too long for many daily planners. So I love this space. I love how none of these sections are labeled, so you can change them from day to day, month to month, or season to season, and you're not blocked into how you use it. You have from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. with half-hour line slots in between there. You have room for a top 3 or whatever you want to use that box for. You have plenty of to-do list tick-off boxes, and then you have a big note space, and you have a small space at the bottom for a gratitude or an intention or your workout or your dinner, whatever you want to use that space for too. The page was was so thoughtfully designed. And the last reason why I picked Sprouted Planner is the 80-pound paper. It's amazing, 80-pound paper. It has a tiny bit of tooth to it. It feels good to write on. It takes all pen well. Once again, my full pen test where I test every kind of pen and dark markers and mild liners are in every single one of these detailed review videos, and where I show you the back of the page and we see how those pens and markers reacted. So if you want to see those detailed pen tests, click on the individual review videos below. I love that they come in 2 6-month books, which makes them much more portable. They're a perfect size to throw in your bag. They have a coil, not an O-ring. They're all a gold shiny coil and rounded corners, which means it has a really good in-hand feel. I love the feel of this coated linen cover in hand. I have to say, I think it might be my favorite cover of 2026 from Sprouted. Number 3 in my top 5 daily planners for 2026 is Hemlock Oak. We have a bound planner in the top 5 daily, you guys. I love Hemlock Oak, and their daily is done exceptionally well, and there are several different options to be able to pick up the daily. They have this Paper Flex cover option, which is really durable, but makes it so portable and lightweight and lays completely flat no matter where you are in the book. So that's your Paper Flex cover. They also have a new Cloth Flex cover this coming year. I have a more in-depth look at all their cover options in my most recent Hemlock Oak review video, which will be linked down below. But the Cloth Flex is very similar to the Paper Flex, except it has coated linen, which looks and feels so nice, but still lays completely flat with that awesome binding no matter where you go in the book. This happens to be an undated horizontal. It's not a daily, but I wanted to show you the cover option. And the third cover option is a hardbound linen, a coated linen. So things don't stick to it. Water will just come right off, but it's like a hardbound book, but they are done really well. And they also lay flat. I would say you have to massage it just a tiny bit more maybe than the Paper Flex covers, but all their binding is done really well and lays flat. This is their daily plus weekly combo option, so full weekly spreads and full dailies. This is in my latest review video, so if you're interested in that, you can check that out. That's a full year in there, and this is a half year of dailies. So that's just to give you a little bit of a scope on all the options that Hemlock Oak has in their daily planners. This is your option that they call your daily duo, to get your daily in 2 different books split up into 6-month sections for the year. And this is your option to get your daily all in one book together. So this is the thickness difference. Of course, this is a Paper Flex cover and this is a hardbound cover. So the hardbound cover does add some width there, but you can see because they have amazing thick 120 GSM, which converts to 80-pound paper, it is a really hefty bound book if you want all your days in 1 year. But many people who use this for memory keeping do want it all bound in 1 year. So that is also an option. Let's take a look at their daily page. You have your schedule for the day from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. with half-hour line slots on a light grid. Your grid is 4.2 millimeters. So it is going to be your smallest writing option in this review video for my top 5 daily planners. I love, once again, how your schedule does not take up half of your page. You can see you have all your to-do list tick-off boxes here, but they're very light. So many people use this for journaling and for memory keeping, and they just ignore those to-do list tick-off boxes. They decorate the page all up. There's all kinds of that going on in Hemlock Oak, but it also makes a perfect functional daily planner. Here's a look at what your monthly page looks like. It's a Monday start on your monthly. You have room for to-do list tick-offs. It's all that light grid. You have moon phases and holidays. They have a special area up here labeled intentions. They have a focus box, and you can see how small the header is. They are using every inch of this page for you to have the most planning room or journaling room possible. You have your moon phase up there. If you have a holiday, it is also up there. So your holiday's labeled and you can still see the moon phase. Every single one of your pages is numbered in this book. It tells you what day you're on. It shows you that week and it highlights where you are in that week in brown. Just all these little details are what people love about Hemlock Oak. The amazing 120 GSM paper, which converts to 80 pound, is smooth but not slick at all. It is so thick and luxurious, people love their paper. So the reason why I chose Hemlock and Oak and it made a spot in my top 5 is the paper, the page layout, and all the different bound options that they have available. I definitely feel like there is less bound daily planners than coiled. So this is a great bound option. Number 4 in my top 5 daily planners for 2026 is Simplified Planner. This is just such a great basic daily planner. If you want it all in one book, plus you want to have amazing paper and beautiful covers, you can turn to Simplified. Here is a look at your monthly layout. It's a Sunday start. They are smaller boxes because they do have a big header. All those details are in the full review video. This is the first planner in the daily top 5 that I've shared so far where Saturday and Sunday share a page. I know that is a deal breaker for many. That's why this is the only planner in my top 5 that has Saturday and Sunday sharing a page. But I still really love so much about Simplified Planner. It made my top 5 this year. You have holidays noted at the top. Your days of the week are noted with colorful flags that actually rotate through those same colors through the entire planner. Here's a look at your daily page. You have 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. There are no half-hour lines, but you can draw a line down the middle if you want that half-hour division. It is such a simple, aesthetically pleasing page. That's my number 1 reason for choosing Simplified. Sometimes people just want a less busy, less harsh on the eyes, very simple page, which doesn't produce any noise visually or in their head. And that is what you get with Simplified. Your daily schedule is a tiny bit longer than your to-do list items, so you have to be someone who doesn't need a long space to write out to-do list items, or you're okay with using 2 lines for a to-do list item when you need to carry over, because there is a lot of to-do list tick-offs there. So I would say most of mine I could all use 2 lines for if I needed to, and then I would still have enough space to fit it all in there. I love the big blank note section at the bottom. There is a pretty good header up here, but that also adds to the very clean flow of the page, and there's room to write temperatures up there or someone's birthday or something you want to remember. Holidays are noted up there, but there's not like an extra box for this, an extra box here, a box there. It is simple, and that's my number 1 reason for picking it. Number 2 is the paper. It is just beautiful 80-pound luxurious paper. It feels luxurious. It's not overly smooth, but it's a smooth paper, but not bordering on extra smooth at all or slick at all. And if you want a very simple daily planner without this system or that system or extras and not in 2 books, that's another reason why I picked Simplified. My 3rd reason is it's not too hefty, all in one book, yet you still get 80-pound paper, but they just don't have any other like notes pages added in there. There's just a few up front. You can see all those details in the review video, and that's the way they can fit it all into one book for you. So your whole year can be together, and it's so nice to just flip to any monthly layout that you want to with your tabs and have your whole year at once. This is the academic year, but of course they're selling the calendar year now. It is on wire O binding. It's high shine gold coils, and that is Simplified Planner. Number 5 for 2026 top 5 daily planners. It's last, but definitely not least. I'm sure you guys who have been with me will be able to guess because you're like, we haven't seen this one today, and I bet it's going to be in this video. It is the Erin Condren Daily Duo. The Erin Condren Daily Duo is such a great daily planner for so many reasons. There was no question that it would be in this video today. Here's a custom cover I made for this one with some floral photographs that I took throughout the year. I love how the year is on there for you. This is an academic set, but now they're selling them in a calendar year set. You do buy them as a set in 2 6-month books, similar to the sprouted planner that I showed you. You can pick your coil color. I picked the base color where there is no cost added on. They're platinum silver. All Erin Condren covers are interchangeable. They pop on and off so easily. We're going to be looking in this book. They have different design themes you can pick. This is the hexagon colorful design theme, so you'll see that carried throughout. But they have a floral design theme and a minimal, like neutral design theme. If you want to see all of Erin Condren's design themes and layouts together all in one video for what they're offering for 2026, I have that for you in a huge comparison video of where I ordered all of those to be able to do those side by sides for you. We will link that video down below. Here's a look at your Erin Condren page layout for the Daily Duo. In this particular design theme, you have the color of the month brought in with that top line there. So each month has a different monthly color. But like I said, this is only one design theme. So if this color is not your jam, there are other options. It has from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. with half-hour line slots. Amply spaced lines, nothing feels squished in. If you like to write bigger and you like those half-hour line slots, this might be the planner for you. It's equal space for your schedule and your to-do list, but on the 7x9 page, it feels like there is ample room for that to-do list side. If you have more for to-do list or you want to make a home and a work, you have this big note space here, but I like how it's lined up so it could become a second to-do list or just be an open space for notes. Your holidays are noted up here. I love the fonts that they use. That's my number one reason for picking EC. Their fonts, their colors, their designs, even just the tabs, they all just bring me joy, make me happy. It's a very happy, beautiful planner to use. My second reason for picking Erin Condren is the paper. You guys all know Erin Condren paper has tooth to it, texture. It's a Mohawk paper. And the tooth or the texture just means that it grabs those really inky gel pens in and it absorbs them really quickly. I personally love the Erin Condren paper. Paper is always a personal preference, but I believe theirs is one of the best in the entire planner community. You can just hear that texture right there and how thick the paper is. These are all printed and coiled 100% in the USA in their Austin facility. All their coiled planners and notebooks are. I forgot to mention that Hemlock Oak is 100% made in Canada, but they do not have any tariffs and they have very fast, affordable shipping to the US. Okay, so EC fonts, colors, designs, number one. Number two, the paper. Number three, the quality. Just EC planners right in my hand feel the quality is just absolutely amazing. I do also feel that way about the other planners in my top 5, but EC quality always just stands out to me. Your calendar monthly layout is a Sunday start, and you do have some header space and some design. If you are choosing the hexagon color design, this is what you get. Your color changes every month, so every month looks a little bit different. You also get a monthly dashboard page, and you get a weekly layout. It is not dated, but it is before every single week starts, and you get a full weekly layout Monday through Sunday, and then tick off boxes to the side. You could use it for your meals or your workouts, all the things that we've talked about before. It's so nice to have that weekly layout and a lined page opposite. And you do have full pages for Saturday and Sunday in this planner. That wraps up my top 5 daily planners for 2026. I would love to hear from you in the comments. I want to know if one of these planners would be your favorite planner for 2026 in the daily category, or what daily planner don't I have in this video that would have made your top 5 daily for 2026. If you're new here, I hope you'll stay. I give you unbiased planner reviews to hopefully help you find the planner that's right for you in the season that you're in and save you money and time from all the searching and guessing online. I also share my own personal planning here in quarterly planner updates. They're all made into their own playlist for each year. All right, everybody take that big, deep inhale together. If you've been here, you know what to do. Take the deepest breath you've taken all day, maybe even all week, and exhale slowly through the mouth. Make that exhale longer than the inhale. Do it again as I'm talking us out. Today, the words that came to my mind are this little quote by Lucy Ward Montgomery that I keep on my bulletin board. Keep taking those deep breaths and being intentional about them while I read this little quote to take us out. I believe the nicest and sweetest days are not those on which anything very splendid or wonderful or exciting happens, but just those that bring simple little pleasures, following one another softly, like pearls slipping off a string. That's by Lucy Maud Montgomery. And I hope that we can all notice and recognize those simple little pleasures in our life and understand what a blessing that they are in our ordinary days. Take care of yourselves so you can take care of others, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.